After his win against Belal Muhammad, Ian Garry said in the post-fight interview that to prepare himself for a fight versus Islam, he will fly down to Georgia to work with the wrestlers there and prepare properly for the challenge.
I promise you, I told you at that interview, I'm coming to Georgia. I told all of you, I will come to Georgia because Georgia has phenomenal wrestling, phenomenal judo, phenomenal sambo. And when you are trying to prepare for someone like Islam Makhachev, I'm going to need that. So Georgia, I'm hollering to you guys. I'm going to need your help. So every southpaw wrestler, every guy that thinks he's going to be like Islam Makhachev, we need to find a place. I will see you there, and I will call for your help.
Now, Ian Garry has added fuel to the fire by posting a photo showing flight details to Tbilisi, Georgia, seemingly confirming that the preparation for the Islam Makhachev fight has officially begun.
Yeah.
And then obviously, look, you had the matchmaking for the White House. I know you're not announcing anything tonight, but I'm sure you have a framework and an idea in mind of what that card looks like. What can we expect? How many title fights? What does the White House look like?
We have like 2 different options laid out, and the matchmaking process has already started. So, yeah, we got the White House card done last week.
The card is done already to go?
Yep.
Nice. How many title fights are you able to say?
No. I'm not.
Can you clarify? So you when you were answering the question about the White House, you said you had 2 options, but then you said it was done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we laid out 2 different options. I didn't say it was done. I said the card was built. Yeah. It's done. I'm not talking about the White House card.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but just one other question about the White House that was like, as far as announcing the card, do you feel like you know, in the media world that we're in, it's enough to just put it out, or do you feel like that is there like some kind of special announcement that we should be expecting, or is it just like, hey, tell people what the card is and the media will do, you know, their thing, or do you?
Yeah,
feel
we
like
don't know yet. As we get closer, we've we've been kicking around a lot of ideas, and I don't know. Me and Borsari actually fly to D.C. this week and sit down with the president and his team and start walking them through. Not just the production, but the fight card. We have like 3 different options on all the different production stuff, and see what he likes and what he doesn't like. But let me tell you this: it is this event is going to be so badass and so unique and so special, and so expensive.
Is this once again, are we just setting ourselves up for a letdown just like we did with UFC 300?
It's hard to imagine you're not, right? Because, I mean, they don't have the stars that they used to have. And Connor's not fighting on it. I don't give a what anybody says. And I don't care what he says. I don't care what Dana says. Like, he's not fighting on it. They're using him to promote it, right? And using his name to get out there. He's not fighting on that shit, bro. He's going to be, and even if that is signed and a done deal, I'm not going to believe it until he is inside the octagon and a punch is thrown. Yeah, even on the walkout, I'm going to be like, bro, there's something's going to happen. You know, but when the punch is thrown, I'm like, all right, I guess he's fighting. But like who do they got for stars? Particularly American, right? Like, but just stars all around. And I think that's a risk to take to only be doing 6 to 7 fights, because you know this sport, man, you could get 6 to 7 boring fights real easy. I can't think of 6 to 7 fights that are that gigantic, right? Unless you get Jones and Pereira as the main event, which even then, is that going to be an exciting fight? Is Jones not going to take him down and finish him in a minute or 2? You know, Jones not going to f around with him on the feet. But what about Americans? Right, so the White House, like, that's the problem, is they have so few American. I mean, Gaethje's the only technically American champ right now.
Besides Kayla's champ, but she's out right now. So
Kayla, I forgot about that. Yeah. Male figures, but yeah, so that's a problem. Unless they just go ahead and say, you know what, whether it's American or not, we'll just make it international, you know, and which is what I think you almost have to do. And the UFC is an international sport, you know, so I don't know how much they're going to care about that or not. Maybe they just make the biggest fights that they can make. And I think there's some pretty good fights, particularly with Islam. I mean, there's some good choices out there for him to have some big fights. And Ilya, you know, he's going to be fighting Gaethje on that card for sure. Like, I think that's pretty much a done deal. That's probably going to be your main event, I think.
that fight, I cannot lose. I spent my whole life for that moment, training, whole life. We can even like 15, 20 years, every day, gym, back, not family, not friends, not go somewhere, discipline. And that fight I cannot lose. And I just put on table everything what I have that night, And I remember that emotion, which one I have when he tapped, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's moment when you understood, well done, everything is finished, how many years you spent, how many years you did everything right to become UFC champion, It's the moment, it's the emotion, which one I think I never feel before. And I'm not never feel again, like when I become double champ, same things. It's not same.
A danas je to je jedna zanimljiva tema i ja je moram spomenuti. Recimo, danas je najveća prevara MMA sporta skidanje kila. To je najveća prevara borilačkog sporta. Treba ljudima pojasniti, ljudi ne razumiju, uhvatiti se u klinč koji je tvoje kilaže, 5 kila lakši ili 10 kila teži. To je nebo i zemlja razlika. Pravila su sulud. I ono što ljudi ne razumiju, da je svaki organizam drugačiji. Ili kad vidiš dvostruke prvake, dvostruki si prvak. Čega si ti dvostruki prvak? Evo ti, Conor McGregor. Ima 83 ili 4 kila. I on je prvak do 66. Kad je sa Jose Aldo imao meč, imao je 66 kila na vagu, još zadovolji vagu. Ali u borbi imao 78 kila, a kategorija do 66. I vidiš taj Aldo, kojeg je on, pogodio u prvoj rundi, odmah ovaj naletio, nebitno. Vidiš da mu je ko stariji brat u borbi, vidiš da to nisu ista kategorija. Vidiš da je ovaj ogroman, puno veći od njega. I naravno snažniji, i onda lakše se obraniti ako ti ide rušiti, pogotovo na toj visokoj nivou u borbi. I onda on ide napraviti poduhvat, a ima preko 80 kila. Znači uzeo je pojas do 66, sad će novi poduhvat napraviti. Uzet će pojas do 70. Čekaj, a ima 84. Boriš se sa 78 kila. To je tvoja borba bila i tu kategoriji do 66. Znači tvoja borbena kilaža bila 80. Ajmo se ti fino, sine, boriš se u srednjoj, uzmeš tu pojas, hoćeš biti dvostruki prvak, legenda, odeš u poluteško se bori. Pa dokaži tamo kakav si mangup, je li tako? Pa ti ljudi bi da mogu skili bi na 50, koliko je najmanja kategorija, Ante? 59. Skinula 59. Pa kužim ja biznis, idu ljudi za rad, sve ok, pobjeda se piše, ne pitate niko ništa. Ali ne bi to bilo ništa sporno njemu etički da se dođe čovjek naš. U Japanu te niko nije pitao, ja sam se tukao nekad i s manjima, ali uglavnom su to bili ljudi po 15-20 kila veći. Ko te pita, šta? To je meni ispod časti bilo da ja tako. Šta ima veze što je teži?
Looking straight ahead again.
There is only, two choices. One was, to get injection, low concentrated steroid or normal saline water. That's all. And the other is, stay calm and keep watching. That's all. Yesterday, he blogged some pictures about his LASIK surgery. And today, he also uploaded the picture about his red eyes to one day after surgery. It makes me smile because if he keeps saying about his ocular surgery or ocular damage, it will make him a liar or it will screw up his career. Because a lot of people can't know what the fact is. Because his surgery is not severe, it's very simple surgery to correct myopia, not for damage. And well, the red eye is simple irritation after LASIK or LASIK surgery or subconjunctival hemorrhage. It's a red eye. That's all. His red eyes will be recovered within maybe 10 days without, any treatment. Yeah. So it's normal, normal, very simple irritation sign. So So I was a big fan of UFC, but I'm disappointed with this situation because, you know, he's a UFC heavyweight champion, but I hope that he stop lying. His eye is okay. I'm a retina specialist. I spent almost 24 years for becoming a retina specialist, eye doctor. And I did almost 5,000 eye ocular surgeries. Actually, I was a fan of Tom.
Weißt du, da ist? Tatsächlich.
Cain Velasquez got released from prison. I know you were a big supporter of him, wrote a letter for him. How happy are you to finally see that issue behind him and him get to go home?
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Obviously, to get home to his family and, what they went through. If that wasn't bad enough, the guy's been in jail this whole time. But, yeah.
Weißt du, da ist?
Brother, if you want high-level wrestling, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.